About to make his way in the ring, representing the Latin American Exchange. From Brooklyn, New York, he is the notorious 187. This is Homicide.
I tell you, Jeff Harris, it is a dream match that TNA has put together. We've talked on all these home releases about Hermie Sadler, the local event promoter for a lot of these total non-stop action events. His commitment to bringing unique, first time ever dream matches to these live events, and what a treat we've got here. The notorious 187 Homicide, a member of LAX, taking on the new effing show and the pioneer of the X division, Jerry Lynn.
Oh, this is going to be a match that a lot of fans in the Northeast especially going to enjoy, but I think we're going to enjoy it too. Homicide against Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn put on a fantastic match last night. Came up a little short.
Not Petey Williams.
Just a little short. Now tonight he's got Homicide in there.
Homicide is already deciding to take a moment to breathe. Brian Hebner not going to have any of that. Notorious 187 Homicide, not to be discounted by anyone. No stranger to the fans in New Jersey. Held the Jersey All Pro title for, gosh, months and months. Had to be getting close to a year, if not more. I don't have the stats right in front of me, but definitely no stranger to the fans in New Jersey. Jerry Lynn, his reputation speaks internationally.
Here at the PAL in Wayne, New Jersey, I mean, this place is packed. I mean, it was packed last night. We turned people away last night in Philadelphia, and here it is in Wayne, New Jersey. This place is slam packed too.
We wedge ourselves in the door.
I'm telling you, we ain't got the skybox in this building.
Shoot off. Shoulder tackle from Homicide. You may notice the shoulder of Homicide is heavily taped. Homicide basically destroyed that shoulder just up the road in New York back in December. It has been 6 months since Homicide just destroyed that shoulder. Went for a dive and got nothing but the concrete, and he has not been the same since. This is really, you could say, his highest profile match in TNA to date. He's been around, he's been a member of LAX, he's definitely been getting the job done physically, but only in short spurts. Homicide is really, he's gutting it out here. That shoulder is still not 100%.
That's definitely something we'll probably see Jerry Lynn go after. I mean, he's a true ring veteran, highly decorated champion. He knows you spot an injury, that's what you're going to work on.
Homicide stopping away at the new effing show. Former X Division champion, as we mentioned last night. Former NWA World Tag Team champion. Has held everything TNA's got to offer except for the World Heavyweight Championship. Icing on the career it would be for Jerry Lynn to someday be NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Right now, he has got to contend with Homicide, who goes to the eyes to cut Jerry Lynn off.
Homicide rips Lynn into the corner, but Lynn flips him over the top. Ducked a clothesline, came back with one of his own. Oh, went for a senton over the top, but nobody there. Lynn countered again and ended up with a big leg drop. Sends both men now down to the floor.
Jerry Lynn's signature maneuvers is that leg drop. And we've got a TNA chant early in the card. Jerry Lynn is moving people out of the way, Jeff Harris.
There he goes. Wait a minute, countered back though. Oh!
Homicide through the chairs.
His back dropped him right over the ring barrier into the front row. These ultimate experienced ticket holders get a little bit of action. A little bit closer than they thought they were going to see tonight. Wait a minute, Jerry Lynn just dove right over the ring barrier, crashed Homicide through about 3 rows of chairs.
You could never tell that Jerry Lynn has spent nearly 2 decades in this sport. You could not tell by watching this man that he is in his 40s. Jerry Lynn is still one of the best, not only in the X division, but in the world.
Now Homicide
He's trying to make peace with him.
Trying to slow things down. Oh my God. Just thought he was going to try to drop his neck over the top. He's sitting clean over.
Jerry Lynn to the floor in a heap. Homicide taking a moment to breathe as Jerry Lynn working out that knee. He took a tumble to the floor. Ref already up to 5. For a second, it looked like Lynn may not make it, but now he's back in the ring.
Homicide's got him hooked. Big neck breaker. He's going for the cover.
We speculated during the Petey Williams match about what exactly Scott D'Amore fills the Team Canada members' heads with. What kind of venom does Conan put in these LAX guys? Refusing to wrestle, big time belly to belly. Refusing to wrestle, saying they're not getting a fair shake in TNA because of their race.
Oh, I heard some of the comments made by Conan. He's basically calling out everybody that's not on their side, claiming it's a racial issue, daring people to cross the line that the LAX is putting up.
The members of LAX have refused to wrestle in the Impact Zone in Orlando. I can only speculate, just speculation, that Homicide wanted this match because it is in front of basically a hometown crowd. He wanted to make a good showing in New Jersey, which is right near his home in Brooklyn. But they have adamantly refused to wrestle in the Impact Zone. But Homicide is looking good so far here in Wayne, New Jersey.
Now he's just shoving a boot right in the throat. Jerry Lynn trying to choke him out. Referee Brian Hebner trying to restore some sort of order. Homicide's just bound and determined to break each and every rule he can.
I do not want Homicide on the opposite end of me in a fight. They don't call this guy sprained ankle, you know what I'm saying? They don't call him separated shoulder, they call him Homicide. That's a bad man.
You got an excellent point there, Brad.
Crowd getting behind Jerry Lynn. Jerry trying to fight out of it. Homicide doing a little bit more wrestling than normal. Very capable wrestler, has not broken down into a brawl yet, and it may not. As Homicide thus far, right now controlling the pace of this wrestling match. Inside cradle from Jerry Lynn. Only 2.
Went for those series of suplexes, but on the third one, Jerry Lynn able to use his weight, counter it into a small package, and we just about had a victory there, but Homicide quickly back to his feet. Nailing Lynn with that clothesline. He can only get a 2 though.
Homicide's reputation really precedes him. It is great to have him here at this TNA event. Reputation in and out of the ring precedes him. They say if you're in trouble in New York, anywhere in New York, just call Homicide. He'll take care of it for you. That's what I hear. Homicide working over Jerry Lynn.
Lynn able to get to the base, taking some pressure off that hold. And there a fist, that'll do it too. Oh, look at Homicide grab the tights, launching Jerry Lynn right through the road, back to the floor. You hit that floor, it's got some protection on the floor, but it's not that big. Oh, wait a minute, Homicide gonna fly.
Oh, Bacon Hilo! That was the maneuver that Homicide destroyed that shoulder on. It was a tope con hilo gone wrong, but man, he leveled Jerry Lynn with it.
Lynn, now you can look at his eyes. He's on Dream Street after getting crushed by Homicide up against the ring barrier. Could be it. Oh, it was so close.
Only two. Homicide get on to Brian Hebner. Even if your name is Homicide, I don't know if you're going to intimidate the Hebners. A shot from the notorious 187. Now Jerry Lynn, reverse DDT.
Nice counter by Jerry Lynn, able to, once again, wrestling is all about balance. It's all about using your weight or using your opponent's weight. And he used his weight, that momentum, to slip right over the back of Homicide, countered it with a beautiful reverse DDT. And now, not only the momentum of your body weight, but the momentum of this match is going to shift into Jerry Lynn's favor if he can just capitalize right now.
Jerry Lynn putting the right hands upside the head of Homicide. Not his first fist fight, I assure you. Back body drop.
God, that didn't feel good.
Lynn bringing a bit of a power game. The clotheslines, the backdrops.
Drop toe hold sends Homicide face first in the turnbuckle, and now Jerry Lynn setting him up. Oh, headbutt south of the border, if you will. Homicide is in some trouble right now.
He seemed to tease that it was going to be shades of his on-again, off-again rival Sean Waltman. They were the Bronco Buster, but it was not. It was a headbutt through the groin. Homicide likes to use the pile driver.
Oh my gosh, air raid crash.
Likes to use anything that works on the neck, but he may not get it.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, Brad, that one was so close. I don't know how it wasn't a 3 count after that.
Of course, Jerry Lynn likes the cradle pile driver. Homicide, anything that works on the neck, the lariat, the cop killer, the Koji cutter. And could it be the lariat of Homicide?
Setting up for it, winding it up. Going to get all the power he can behind his clothesline. Oh, right in the back of the neck.
Lumped him in the back of the neck. But only two. He did not get the full swing, the full extension on that lariat. I think he got tired. I think he got impatient. He got tired of waiting for Lynn to turn around and just clubbed him.
I think you're exactly right on that, Brad.
There's the lariat. No! TKO from Lynn. Lynn avoids the lariat. Woo, a close one.
As close as that last one was, that was even closer. Jerry Lynn, if you're going to argue a call, I'd argue that one. That one was so close, but we're going to go with Brian Hebner's call.
Homicide definitely has his supporters in the New York and New Jersey area. Lynn looks to be maybe setting up for the cradle pile driver. No, Homicide breaks out of it. Cop killer! Cop killer! No, Lynn avoids the cop killer, schoolboy! Only two, hooks the legs.
Lynn's got it.
Him up.
That's it.
Dangerous! And Jerry Lynn gets the big victory here in Wayne, New Jersey over Homicide. What a tremendous back and forth contest, though.
It was back and forth. Who could hit the big move? Jerry Lynn able to get that cradle pile driver, drop Homicide right on his head, and pick up the 1, 2, 3.
Two tremendous matches in a row. We are rocking in Wayne, New Jersey tonight.